Chapter 11. The day we arrived at this village was very rainy, and we were all drenched to the skin. We were assigned to very comfortable quarters with a large, comfortably furnished room that we could use as a dining and sitting room. This room was exceedingly warm and cheery, and one of our party asked where the heat came from. We all looked around, but could not find a stove or any place where the heat came from, although there was a warm glow that was very noticeable. We wondered at this, but did not say much, as we were becoming accustomed to surprises, and were quite certain that all would be made plain later on. We had just seated ourselves at the dinner table when Emile and the 4 came in. We did not know where they came from. They all appeared at one end of the room simultaneously, and at the end of the room where there were no openings. They appeared there without any noise or display, and walked quietly to the table where Emile introduced the others. Then they sat down as though perfectly at home. Before we realized it, the table was filled with good things to eat, but no meat. These people do not eat meat, nor anything that has had conscious life. After the meal was finished, and we were sitting around the table, one of our party asked how the room was warmed. Emile said, "The warmth that you feel in this room comes from a source that we are all able to contact and use. This force or power is higher than any of your mechanical force or power, but can be contacted by man and used as light, heat, and power, even to the driving of all mechanical appliances. It is what we call a universal force. If you were to contact and use this force, you would call it perpetual motion. We call it universal power, God power, supplied by the Father to work for all His children. It will turn and move every mechanical device, furnish transportation without consumption of fuel in any way, and will also furnish light and heat. It is everywhere present without money or price, and can be contacted and used by all." One of our party asked if the food had been prepared by this force. We were told that the food came prepared as we had eaten it, directed from the universal, just the same as the bread and the other provisions had been supplied heretofore. We were then invited by Emile to accompany the group to their home, about 200 miles distant, where we would meet Emile's mother. He went on to say, "My mother is one who has so perfected her body that she was able to take it with her and go on and receive the highest teachings. Therefore, she is living in the invisible at all times. She is doing this from choice, as she wishes to receive the highest, and by receiving the highest teaching, she is able to greatly assist us. In order to make this clear to you, I might say that she has gone on until she has reached the celestial realm, as you would call it, the place where Jesus is. This place is sometimes called the 7th heaven. To you, I suppose this suggests the mystery of mysteries. Let me say that there is no mystery about it. It is a place in consciousness where every master is revealed. Those who have reached that state of consciousness are outside the mortal vision, but they can return and converse and teach those who are receptive. They can come in their own bodies, for they have so perfected their bodies that they can go where they will with them. They are able to return to earth without reincarnation. Those who have passed through death are obliged to be reincarnated in order to return to earth with a body. This body was given to us as a spiritual, perfect body, and we must so see and keep the body in order to retain it. Those who have left the body and have gone on in spirit now realize that they must again take up a body and go on and perfect it. It was arranged, before leaving the table that evening, that the party should divide into 5 groups, each group in charge of one of the 5 that had appeared in the room and taken dinner with us. This would enable us to cover a larger field and would greatly facilitate our work, and at the same time it would enable us to verify such things as traveling in the invisible and thought transference. This plan would give us at least 2 of our men in each party, and one of the 5 as leader. We would be quite widely separated, yet we were able to keep in touch through those who were so greatly befriending us and giving us every opportunity to prove their work.